Here's everything I did day 3 on my 7-night Alaskan Disney cruise. We are heading to the glacier. It's Glacier Day, so that means there's characters out on the top deck. So I started off the day by getting in line for that. And while we were waiting for characters, we saw amazing sights of some whales. Here is my first character meeting. Here is Mickey in his adorable fisherman Alaskan outfit. I love these Alaska outfits so much. Then I decided to get in line for Minnie Mouse, a very long line, but she's adorable in her Alaska Eskimo outfit. Next up, I got in line for Donald Duck. He is such a sassy king. I love him so much. Then I headed down and got a hot chocolate because it was quite cold and windy on the top deck. And I got in yet another line. If you want to do character greetings on Glacier Day and their Alaska outfits on the top deck, be prepared to wait in these long lines. Here are some more beautiful views while I waited in yet another long line for my last character that I was going to meet, which was Goofy in his skiing outfit. He looks adorbs. After I did some character meetings in their Alaska outfits, I went down to Duck and Diner to get the specialty spicy chicken burger, which was really good. And then it was time to head off of the ship for this excursion that we've booked. It is called the Glacier Explorer. And this is not a cheap excursion by any means. It is $369 per adult, but I will be posting a separate video about my thoughts on this excursion and whether or not I think it's worth the price. But for right now, we headed towards the glacier to get a better look. But on our way, it was super windy and super cold, so I bundled up with the blanket that I took off the ship. There was another cruise line out there that had some Zodiac, so that must have been a cool experience. And then on our way, we saw white thunder. This was such a surreal thing to see in person. It was so cool. Our tour guides got some ice from the glacier to bring on board to make some drinks with, so I thought that was kind of neat. And then here's my picture in front of the glacier. We headed up to the top deck of the boat to get some better views out there. The glacier is just absolutely stunning, and it's so nice to be so up close to it. Started making our way back towards the Disney Magic, but look at how beautiful this water is. It is such a blue, green, lagoony type color. It's stunning. But we ran into some bears, a mama bear and her 2 cubs. Then our tour guides took us to this waterfall. They call it the wedding cake waterfall because it's kind of tiered. We headed back inside to get warm, and they were serving some drinks with ice. You got to touch the ice from the glacier, and they made some salmon dip. After about 2 hours on this excursion, it was time to head back to the Disney Magic to board our cruise ship. I went back to the room to put my things down, and I also watched the Stanley Cup final. It was game 3. It was such a great game to watch. Then it was time to head to our Frozen night dinner. This is something that they do on the Alaska cruises. They have a party on the pool deck that's Frozen themed, and they also have a Frozen dinner menu. I ordered the pork medallions, and then I ordered the mint chocolate chip sundae, which was very yummy. Afterwards, I headed to Fathom's nightclub for the piano party, dueling pianos. This was a lot of fun. They played some great songs. Then I went over to O'Gill's pub to grab some of the late night snacks that they have for adults. I grabbed some mozzarella sticks. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for day 4 on the Disney Magic, where we will be in Skagway, Alaska. Follow for more Disney content and have a magical day.